How you doing? How's it going, kings and queens, ladies and gents? Oh, it's been forever, y'all. Oh my goodness. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Dominique. I'm a 33-year-old single Christian woman who on this channel talks about all things budgeting, saving challenges, and entrepreneurship videos. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about everything, y'all. Everything. Oh my gosh, everything. But first off, I want to say I hope you all had a great holiday season. Great Merry Christmas to my family, yours. And we are approaching another holiday season, y'all. Yes, we are ending 2024. So we're saying goodbye to 2024 and hello to 2025 in about 5 days, y'all. 5. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. These years, y'all, are going by so fast. But today, I just want to, this morning I woke up wanting to just declutter everything. Because, you know, in the few videos that I did, they weren't perfect. I'm still learning this whole editing thing. I don't have a fancy computer room yet, or a fancy computer right now to do any editing. I'm still living with my dad. Not for long though, y'all. Not for long, because y'all gonna see a whole new scenery. I'm gonna talk about that as well. Y'all, we gotta unpack. We gotta declutter, unpack everything that was from 2024 all the way down to 2025, and approaching the new year, and just talk about the things that I want to connect with a lot of YouTubers on here. That I find that I just want to be authentically honest with all of you on YouTube. Part my hair. We're getting it situated. I have an appointment on the 25th. So y'all won't be looking at this raggedy head like this no more. And y'all, the dress is dressing, okay? The dress is dressing, and if it looked like I have gained weight, I probably did. Thanks to my daddy and his cooking. Anyway, yes, the dress is dressing, but it look good though. We look good though, okay? So first thing is first, I do want to thank all of those who did watch the few videos I posted, even though I was barely consistent. Because of the hectic life I have right now. I was trying. Wednesdays were my off days, granted, but I had such a busy season between work and peak season. It's just crazy, y'all. Everything was crazy. And I was in a season of doubt, depression. I was in a season of a lot of emotional roller coasters that I didn't see fit. But I think what changed with a lot of things, not just emotion, but financially too. So I mentioned in my videos, we were doing budgeting, saving challenges, entrepreneurship videos, which are still coming for 2025. That the entrepreneurship videos, I have them, I just have to post them. Things I have goals set up, and I just want to declutter everything that had happened over a year up until now. So this past year, y'all, like I said, it's been a struggle. Your girl has been, it's been crazy between peak season, work, feeling like hopelessness, financially, like not really holding up my end of the bargain. And then dealing with both sides of my family that was just toxic and still is toxic. And, just trying to find where I fit in, obviously. Because, I don't really fit in to neither side. as much because I'm not a social person like that. So it's kind of hard for me to, have a cousin or two to, hey, this my friend, she's my cousin, but we best friends. Like, some people have it. I want people to know I don't have that. I don't have any friends, and I'm being authentically honest because I just don't. The only friends I have is the internet, YouTube, and I'm 33 years old. I just turned 33 December 6th. And I did a TikTok video talking about, excited. It was my birthday. I left work early. I'm doing this dinner party, and this happens every year where every time I plan something, either family, nobody's available to come, or family just doesn't come. And I understand life be lifing, or friends. I don't even have any friends for them to even come. So I invited a few coworkers. They didn't even come. And yeah, they were all mad that, because they really wanted to come and show out for me, So I had a birthday party by myself. It was not the ideal situation, but I was like, you know what? I don't know why. I don't know why I always put myself in situations where I'm always hoping for something different. I'm always hoping for friends, people to come that support me. I don't know. I really don't. So I was dealing with that, and then of course, with my dad's side, I was always really not accepted by my dad's side, and it was because, my family tree, my mom and my dad, that, y'all, if I had told y'all that family tree, you'd probably go, what? But I can talk about it because I know about watch. But, so my dad is actually my mom's great uncle. Yeah, it's weird. I'm finding stuff out still, and it's just like, ew. But you know what? Life happens, I guess. And, both sides, they don't talk to each other, which is bad on my part. My dad had his own family from his ex-wife. So I have two sisters. I don't claim them as my stepsisters. They're my sisters. Because, hell, who's going to say they're stepsisters? Don't got time for that. So, I sometimes talk to them, sometimes don't. I've never really fit in with them. And the reason why is because my dad was in and out of my life financially. So you could actually say he was absent. Whereas my other sister, her dad was completely absent. But at least with him, he's actually now making up for those years that he lost. That he wasn't there. But he's helping her. Whereas my dad, y'all, my dad, I don't know what year he thinks it is. Because my dad has been stubborn all his life. And I think the whole family forgets that I'm 33 on this side. Where it's like, if I make a decision, he doesn't like it. Or, no, you're not going to do this, you're going to do this. Really? Come on now. You're my dad, but come on now. Let's be, like, it's like he's trying to be in my life now as an adult than he was then. Because he knows he messed up. He wasn't there when I was young. I had to fend for myself. Like let's be honest. My aunt literally had told me that I had to grow up at the age of 4 by myself. Like I didn't have a childhood like most people. Kids got to be outside playing with other kids. I didn't have that. So fast forward, now, I stay with my dad. Most people be like, girl, you stay with your dad and your dad was this? Girl, no. Yes. The only reason why, I am home, the only reason why I came home, because technically I wasn't supposed to be home. The only reason why I came home because I had a knee injury from the ship 2 years ago. That I still need to do physical therapy for. That's completed. Now I'm heading back. I'm I'm the type of person, I like to travel. I like to create my own life for my own reasons. I want my own things. I want my own decisions. But my dad, for some reason, does not comprehend that. He feels like, oh no, this is not what you need to do. No, you're not going to do this. You're going to do this instead. Listen to me because I know more than you. Like, he's that type of parent. And I'm just like, I cannot wait. And I always say this, I can't wait to leave, to be back on the ship, because at least when I was on the ship, I was happy. It was peaceful. I ain't had to deal with no crap at home. I ain't had to deal with nobody at home. I got to just live the life that Dominique wanted to live by herself. And, you know, if she had kids and a family, cool. At least I know now, you know, my husband and me can make decisions without my dad having to step in and interrupt, saying, no, that's not what y'all gonna do. You see what I mean? But, I think the other thing too, up until now, the struggle has also been real in the dating forefront. Now, as a Christian, I've watched a lot of other YouTubers talk about this, you know, about being content with being single. 2024 was a little harder for me up until about 2 months ago. I was always in depression mode, watching, always on Facebook, always on Instagram, scrolling. So, oh, somebody else got married. Oh, somebody, you know, always doubting myself when I was going to get married, questioning God, asking God, when is it my turn? So it was heavy. Oh my God, it was heavy. But then it was like, I had to look within myself around about November, whereas when I was like, I just told God, just strip all that desire away from me until you know that I am ready. Because I knew in my mind, mentally, I felt like I was ready, but mentally, like, God was like, girl, no, you're not, because you live at home. Calm down. I live at home with my dad. Nothing wrong with that. In my eyes, I saw, right? But then when I would go on dates, the first question guys seem to ask you, so you live on your own? No, I live with my dad. Oh no, that's a problem. Which I can see why it is a problem, because who want to come home and bring their date at the house and your dad's in another room sleep? Like, I get that. That's no privacy. I get that. So that just, you know, I just learned to be content. November, I told myself, I was like, you know what? I told God, strip all this away from me. I don't want it until you say I'm ready. Until I get my life together out my dad's house in my own, until I feel like I have my own. Now, I did a TikTok video one night, just out of blue, you know, one night, and I was talking about why Christian women like me, why it's so hard to find a real Christian man to love me, you know, while waiting, especially waiting till marriage. Because I'm on that journey. I want to wait till marriage. I want a real man that understands that, right? Because I want a husband. I don't know about everybody else in here, but I want a husband. And y'all, as soon as I posted that video, oh my goodness, I got 1.2K views. That thing skyrocketed. I was like, ah. And then I started getting comments, and then there was this one person who was like, 2 people actually said, oh yeah, I would date you, or, you know, but be mindful. So I texted them or whatever, just to see what it was about. One, right? And so he said he had 3 kids, living in Jersey. So this was long distance. I said, okay. And knowing me, I should have been specific about who I wanted to date, what type. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against men with kids. I applaud all the men on this channel right now who is taking care of their kids as single dads. I applaud them. But the hardest part about being a single female with no kids is the fact that the attention span doesn't really focus on, you can't really have a you and him type of relationship, because now there's another being, which is his child. So the child has to come first no matter what. That's his main priority, which I understood. But you got to realize, so he was 3 different cultures. Wow. Jamaican, Trinidadian, and Dominican Republican. 3. I know how 2 of them react. He got mad mainly because he wanted me to drop my whole life here, move to New Jersey, to live with him and be a mother figure to his kids. And I'm like, a part of me was, and this was, I was at work. Mind you, any female that's very naive and crazy that would want to be in a relationship and desperate would do it. I'm not, because I'm like, and then he clarifies and say, oh, this is your opportunity. You have an opportunity. I'm like, no, you have an opportunity. I don't. I can live and go anywhere I freely please. If you think about it, me moving to New Jersey, I'm not dropping my whole life, freedom of a life, to play motherly figure role to kids that's not mine. And then just to do what you say, be submissive, and no. And I have nothing against kids. I love kids. They're your main priorities. But there is just no me and you in the process. You have 3 kids. They need to be your main focus. You need to, and I told him, I said, you need to be with someone who has kids already. You need to be with a woman that loves kids, and that, you know, a blended family in this case. Why would you want to be with someone that don't have kids and now got to play a whole motherly figure role to kids when I don't have kids? That's like saying, okay, you got to grow up from where you're at now and graduate, now you're a whole mother figure. What? No, because that means I'm missing out on life that I could have had as still being a single, living my life with no kids. I'm not tied down to nobody. I don't have any kids, so I can uproot, travel, enjoy my single life until God tells me, hey, you're ready. I'm bringing you your spouse. So I was at work, in my head, God was like, he not for you. No, you're not doing it. Don't you dare. So I said no. And the crazy part is he understood after I told him no. And then I felt better about myself, because I'm like, good, I'm not, what? I'm not that daggone naive or desperate now. Come on now. So one day, so there was 2 incidences that happened. One day with him, he asked me for money. Now, let me tell y'all about that, right? It's 2024. So, if you're a grown man, right? And you're not married, you're dating. A grown man, for one, should not have to ask a female, any female, for funds to support his kids because he needs help. No. No, I'm rejecting on that. No, I don't have it. I don't even know you well enough to even send you money. So, no, that's out the question. And then 2, he asked me for a favor. This was the day when I was on my monthly. And y'all, I'm normally never annoyed. But my monthly, that day, oh my God, life was lifing for real. But on that day, my monthly was having its way, and it was strong too. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So he asked me, he was like, hey, can you do me a favor? And in my head, the first thought was going back to the first thought, which was money. I was like, I don't have it. If it's money, I do not have it. You gonna have to figure something out. He was like, I was just going to ask you to pray for me, but okay. I could do that. I could pray for anybody, you know, anybody. And I did. I prayed for him. But after that, I told him, this cannot continue no more. I can't do it. It was other factors minus that. But it was a lot of red flags before that. And he was like, okay, but I'll leave you alone. I said, good, because it's no room. So, on top of that, what else was going on was, so he says he's a Christian, right? He's been celibate for, 3 years, I think? But if you're a Christian man, right? If you're a Christian, you've been celibate, you don't want all these extra stuff, you want a wife. Then why would you ask me to send you nudes, videos, pictures, whatever, to kind of please yourself in a way? Now, granted, we all have a way to please ourselves, but while I'm on FaceTime with you, I had to literally sit down. God had to sit down with me and be like, listen, a real man wouldn't ask you for any sexual pleasures. He would want to be the one to get to know your heart, your mind, your soul, and yes, your body when the time does come. But not when you meet the person and it's only been 2 weeks. So God had to kind of sit me down and tell me, look, you made a few progresses, you made a few changes, but I need you to make some more changes. Up the ante. If any of your friends, whether they're male or female, mostly males, if you have not talked to them in over a year, haven't spoken to them, I need you to do me a favor, delete all of them. So one day, I just started deleting people out of the blue. I deleted pretty much all the guys that I ain't talked to at all, that numbers was just sitting in there. I decluttered my phone, let's just say that. And when I say that was the most stress relief thing ever in my life that I did, I even deactivated my Facebook, because social media has become very toxic mentally and draining. Because I wanted this. Desires was just getting strong. And I told God, I said, you know what, God, you're the only friend that I need in my life right now. You're the only man in my life right now that I need. That's a husband, father, friend, all of it in one. Y'all done lost train of thought. And he is still all of it. And I just started opening my Bible, started praying, started reading scriptures more, and then obviously kind of towards the end here, around November, December-ish, is where it was a lot, okay? I kind of fell off reading, but I still knew where my spot was. I left off where I was. My prayer board, I haven't been doing that as much. It was just like, life was just like kicking me in the rear end. And I'm like, okay, I don't understand what is going on. Therapy was going great. Still is. Going strong. Still in it. We're continue to go. You know, we're good on that front. And I was like, okay, I need to declutter a lot of this mental-ish that's in my head, okay? So one day I sat down and, you know, in my room, and I was just like, I talked to myself. I sure did. We had a whole conversation with me, myself, and I, and our conscious, and was like, look, everything gotta change. We gotta start over. Fresh, clean slate. So, y'all, 2024 has been an up and down roller coaster as a Christian woman, single at that, y'all. Woo. So yes, 2024 has been a rough, tough year, but especially with creating content, you know, learning, trying to be content with it, and you know, trying to be better at it, and you know, learning the whole new spectrum of editing, and you know, things like that. So it's a lot of things that are changing. So the single life, we're slowly starting to be content. That was between October up until now. So we're content with being happy with ourselves right now. We're watching movies, we're laughing, you know, we're enjoying life as we speak. And yes, Christmas was hard this year, you know, because as an adult, you know, and it was weird. I'm not gonna say it was weird. Christmas this year was very weird because it was a weekday, but it never felt like how it used to feel. How it don't feel like that no more. Is it just me? It's just me. Okay. I guess it's just me. But moving on to the next phase, which is financial. Whoo, y'all. Okay. Now this is the best part. So, y'all, financially, my mindset has changed completely, y'all. Oh my gosh. So you remember when I did the saving challenge video where I said, oh, I got this, all the stuff that I felt like was gonna help me save, and oh my god. Mind you, I still got those. I still got them. They're gonna help me save. Okay, we just started early. And the reason why is because we didn't know we were gonna go back to the ship. Y'all, after waiting for 2 long years, woo, I finally got my leave date. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I used to work as a waitress on a cruise ship. So we're going back to the cruise ship as a waitress. Yes. In about 5 weeks. So we're starting tomorrow actually. So, y'all, financially, I completely stopped buying. So you remember how I used to always buy something from Amazon? If it's not Amazon, it's Etsy. Oh my god, them two, they were my troublemakers. Okay. Oh my god, y'all, I completely stopped shopping. I was so proud of myself. I was like, okay, I had to really sit down with myself and say, okay, Dominique, stop. What do you want that you do not have right now? Okay. I want me my own place where I can make my own decisions, my own rules, and live my life how I see fit, right? Boom. And I need me a new car, because Lucy out there, Lucy outside, ain't she almost there? She almost there, y'all. We're going to have a funeral and everything. Lord. Ooh, my baby. So, y'all, okay. So I was like, okay, those are the 2 things, major things that I need and that I want, right? So let's do it, y'all. So this year I did a second. My dad, let me just say this, because my dad has helped me not help me learn financial stability, but I'm gonna explain that in a minute. But I did a separate bank account with a credit union to do a savings account for, you know, separate savings account, save, whatever. Okay. Granted, the first time I started saving, y'all, it was a struggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. My dad always needed something. The money was always disappearing. I'm just like, bro, this ain't working. Obviously, because you need something. Y'all, hold on. Okay, I'm back. I just had to check something. All right. So, yeah, I feel like that bank account was not working because, girl, my dad, Lord. So then we did it a second time. So I was like, you know, let's revamp. So I went to Walmart and got me, or I had a bank bag that I had previous, from Dollar Tree. So I was like, I gotta utilize this. So I gave the bank bag to my dad with my ATM debit card. And I just started giving him $200. Sometimes I upgrade to $300 back to, you know, every single time I got paid with this current job. And y'all, it is working. Like, I find it easy if I'm saving cash and it's not, I don't see it. Versus if it's in my bank account, girl. But see, the difference was when it was in my bank account, I saw it, but it's like I wanted to spend it. I always would spend. Up until the last maybe 3 months. So that bank account was supposed to be still open, obviously, so I can still put that money in there and not touch it. And so then we start the process of the buying process. Mind you, I am new to all of this, y'all. One thing I do not like about neither parent, including my dad, because I'm going to talk about my dad all day long, because this man, y'all, like, he's the most stubbornest. Whereas my mom, she understands that I'm 33 and I can make decisions. But my dad, it's like, girl, what are you doing? I'm going to take over everything. Like, oh my God, girl, my dad is. So, mind you, okay, I have looked at a lot of people's debt confessions where they talk about their how much they have in student loans and Dave Ramsey. I've been all of that. I've been watching all of it. So I'm not ashamed about my student loans. I'm not. I actually feel better because mine ain't worse like most people. So we're on the phone with the lender. Mind you, she pulls up my credit report. This is what I was trying to avoid with my dad, because my dad forget that I actually went to school. Unlike him, he only went to school once, and that was TCC, and then he got his degree, and that was it. But my dad forget that you got associates, bachelor's, master's, right? I went to get all three, and there wasn't no waiting period. It was associates, bachelor's, and then that same year after I graduated, that August, I went and did master's. Boom, that was my decision. Cool, finished my master's, boom. Okay, great, got all my degrees, right? So we went on my credit report. Mind you, I only have like a little bit of consumer debt, so it's not bad. But the two major things that are bad, one of them was an apartment that I was supposed to move to in college, and I never moved in, never got keys, none of that shenanigans. I did all the lawyer and all that stuff. Y'all, I'm just gonna pay it because it's getting on my nerves. Hence the job. So then my dad hears about the $96,000, and I'm trying to explain to him, like, did you not realize that I went to school, associates, bachelor's, master's? I went straight back to back. He starts, y'all, oh my God, this man, I can't make this up. This man has a complete attitude, start yelling at me and everything, because I have $96,000 in student loan debt. Because he's trying to move me out ASAP, as humanly possible, so he can have his house back. Mind you, I want him to have his house back. Oh God, I want him to have his house back. I want to move out just as bad as he do. He wants to turn the room that I'm in now and back into his studio. Y'all. This man sat at the kitchen table, yelled at me because I had $96,000 of student loans. Okay, you better be lucky that's not personal loans. Because, yeah, that would affect pretty much everything. So, I had to come up with a game plan. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all the game plan, okay? So, I went on Amazon. Now, I went on Amazon, and I purchased two $20 Saving Challenge books that will equal to about $100K when I'm finished I bought two because one of them is going to be strictly for paying off my student loans, and the other one's just going to be sitting in my high yield savings account with one of my bank accounts. Because y'all, when Trump get in that office, y'all, we all gotta be secured, okay? We gotta be secured. I want to make sure everything's secure. So I have a plan. We have a game plan. Okay. So only two major things that need to be corrected, and that's my student loans and this apartment situation. I'm gonna pay this apartment off maybe within 2 months. That's gonna be paid off. Boom. Paid off. Within maybe 2 to 3 months. I'll give or take that because I'm saving it. So then, right? So y'all get this. So then, right? It's funny, right? Here's the funny part. The only thing, once this apartment is paid off, boom, off my credit report within 30 days, right? Now, main focus, right? The only thing I need to worry about now is these student loans. Marking it all the way down. Now, here's the goal. My goal is to get it. I bought another saving challenge book that's going to help me actually save $84,000. And that right there is going to get me to save, well, the $20 one, the $20 K100, the $20 $100,000 save $100,000. Y'all look, okay, my mind is everywhere. The $20 to save $100K. It's the book you get off Amazon. It's like an 8x11 book. I bought 2 of them, right? That book right there is going to help me save to pay off these student loans. But then I went on my nail net the other day and I noticed I could pay it by group. So I'm like, okay, I don't really have to focus on this big amount. I could just pay it by group, right? Mind you, I have only 12 student loans to pay. So what? It's not bad. It's not bad, right? So that's going to be the main goal. The other goal is this apartment. Once the apartment's paid off, that's no longer a threat to me because it's paid off. Now we got to start tackling these student loans. These student loans got to go. So I bought another saving challenge. So that's where the $20. So I did buy 2 more saving challenge books. One was from Pretty Girl Stack Like This. I Am Her Stationery. That's the one I showed you guys. That one that equals $84,155. That one I'm going to use to save for my that go towards my student loans. Once that goes, I'll have like at least $14,000 left of it to pay. Girl, that's majority of my student loans gone. White. I just have to get it down to 50% in order to buy. So once that's gone, that's more than 50%. So, because I want them gone, like gone. So those 2 are my main focus, and then we can go back into paying the little consumer debt that we have. So that's why I'm not really worried about the little consumer debt that we have. So it is, tomorrow's Friday. So I get paid weekly with the job I'm at now, which is great because this allows me to save in my bank account. So tomorrow it's going to be, so I'm putting $200, I'm starting it early, the $20 one early. So I looked into it, I looked at it, and it's each row, like, so it's 100 here and then 100 here. So it's like 200 per row until you get to the last 2, and it's 100 for the last 2 rows. So that will equal about 2,000 right there. So then, and it's 11 rows of it. Right. So it will be, so yeah, it will get me to 100K. So I'm going to start it early, save that amount, and then when I get on the ship with the second job, so mind you, I'm working 2 full-time jobs, by the way. Full-time jobs. 2. Not 1, 2. And I'm very fortunate and lucky to have both jobs. But one's going to be on leave of absence for a while. I'll be gone for 5 months, come back for a month. So when I come back home, I don't want to have to come back to my dad's house. I want to be able to have my own place when I have my own place when I come back home. So yeah, that's the goal. And now this video is gonna be a lot longer than I thought. But you know what? It's fine because I'm giving you guys everything. And so now that comes to the last part, which is 2025. Woo! So yes, everything that I just mentioned financially that I'm doing to save is going to also transition into 2025. So by the end of the year next year, I want to be in my own place. I want to be secured. I want to make sure I'm good, right? And we're still going to be saving. So once everything's paid, we're not going to stop saving. We're going to continue doing saving challenges. We're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to pray, mold ourselves into something a lot better, continue to pray, continue to read the Bible, continue to love ourselves, grow within ourselves, do a lot of self-care until God says, hey, okay, I got you. I got you. And I hope everyone here will join me. That, if you're single, I pray that you will join me in this new journey, this new glow up season. Yes, glow up season. And we're also going to be doing a lot of traveling, so you're going to see a whole lot of scenery. What? Y'all, come on, y'all. We got this. All the single females and single men, we got this. We got this together. We're going to hold our hands together. We're going to pray together. We all going to be on this journey all one accord. Do you hear me? And I pray that you all have a great, safe, happy holiday. And I hope you guys have a happy new year. We're walking into 2025 as a new beginning and as a new year. And yeah, it's going to go by quick, but we got this. We're going to tackle this. We're going to tackle finances. We're going to tackle everything. So, I love you all, and I hope you guys have a great, safe New Year's. And stay safe out there. Stay safe, because y'all, they about to be crazy. Ooh, they about to be crazy. And let's go. Let's glow up. 2025. Bye.